Recent events in the country have exposed the imperativeness of having a functional policy framework for youth development and nation building. How has the government and other stakeholders tried to change the narrative? Finding answers to this poser is our outlook on Panorama today from our Port Harcourt Network Center. I am Dibabari Sidomaweke. Thank you for joining us. You can follow this news on our website, nta.ng/live, and on YouTube channel, NTA News Online. You can also visit our Facebook, NTA Network News, and Twitter at NTA News Now, and Instagram, NTA Network for updates. President Muhammadu Buhari said Nigeria will support efforts to bring peaceful resolution and reconciliation on the Korean Peninsula. In a statement, the president joined world leaders virtually on Friday to attend the opening of World Summit 2022 with the theme Reconciliation and Peace in the Korean Peninsula through multi-sectoral peace-building initiatives in Asia and the world. In a video message sent to the hybrid summit in Seoul, South Korea, President Buhari said the Korean Peninsula has been a flashpoint of conflict lingering many decades and therefore deserving the attention of world leaders for a peaceful resolution. The president also said the Nigerian government encourages and supports every effort to promote understanding and a commitment to peace among the governments and people of both Korea and has for a long time maintained relations with them at ambassadorial level. The summit was organized by the Universal Peace Federation. President Buhari has ordered that producers and providers of consumable products be held accountable for substandard services and on products sold by them. The president has also given directives to the relevant government agencies to take every step in line with the laws of the country to ensure the respect and protection of consumers against market abusers and social injustice. In a reaction to the issue of petroleum product shortages linked to the inadvertent supply of products of foreign origin into the Nigerian market, President Buhari said the protection of consumer interests is a priority of the present administration and is ready to take all necessary measures to protect consumers from hazardous products, loss of injuries from the consumption of substandard goods. The president directed that in line with the law, service providers must make full disclosure of relevant information with respect to the consumption of their products and that dissatisfied consumers are entitled to a proper redress of their complaints patrol contamination. The recent oil and gas wellhead blowout at a facility operated by Oil Nigeria Limited in Tamazo, Southern Ijo local government area of Bayelsa State is still causing ripples with the host community. Gas and crude oil from the blowout has massively polluted the environment, causing indigents of the area to cry out over the conduct of the company. Aya Prezi has the details.
The blowout of the wellhead at the Sokebolo area of Tamazo community reportedly occurred about 11 days ago. Community members claim that Oil Nigeria Limited, operator of the said facility, used chemicals to sink the spilled crude in an attempt to downplay the impact of the spill on the surface, without minding the greater havoc down to the marine bed environment. The people whose major occupation is fishing are worried about the threat such acts to their main source of livelihood.
If you hear the gas, you not go feel stand for here. The thing they do, poo, everybody just run go that side. Nobody will go reverse. Nearly we for don't die. If you go now, you go see the drum with them, just put on top of that wallet.
They have seen so many ones, they have buried many ones. We experience it every year, and we have been writing series of letters to them. But nothing have been done. No relief materials, no compensation, no nothing, totally.
When this wallet got leakage, Oil is not doing anything. Even the fishes, we cannot even eat the fish. This is the little area we are managing.
Resulting from the pollution, children are now grappling with rashes and other ailments, while women are now resorting to prayers for an end to their sufferings.
We know they kill fish. We know they kill anything. Now here with the fish.
So as this thing boss, we need to kill anything.
And this fishing now they carry, they pay our children.
Every person in corn oil have this document, what I'm reading, but you refuse to comply with the people of Tamajo community. It's too bad. Please, we are in pain. God, look into this matter. Federal government, look into this matter. State government, look into this matter.
They expressed dismay over non-availability of basic social amenities like potable water, road infrastructure, and telecommunication network, among others, in a community whose contributions qualify Bayelsa as an oil-producing state. An official of Corn Oil Nigeria Limited denied to NTA News on phone that the incident was not a blowout, but that the company would send relief materials to the host community soon. From Tamazo community in Southern Niger local government area of Bayelsa State, Aya, Brazil, NTA News.
Key players in the downstream petroleum sector are calling for a holistic approach going forward towards averting the situation occasioned by the methanol-contaminated saga. Lydia Sampson reports.
Situations like these are certainly not palatable for industry players.
It is a very, very difficult period for us, and it's very important to update our customers and the members of the general public on the ongoing efforts by NMPC and other stakeholders to resolve the issues generated by the unfortunate supply and discharge of methanol-blended gasoline in some Nigerian depots.
The need for a holistic approach towards lasting solution is the focus of all stakeholders.
There's a surveyor that actually went on board that took samples. Because this parameter was not indicated, they didn't capture that parameter. So it's a mistake. Now, going forward, obviously, we have to try and look at all parameters, all the components of imported products.
The Major Marketers Association of Nigeria, Moment, says they are optimistic that lessons learned will be deployed to reposition gray areas in the supply chain.
We had about 136 reported cases of issues with cars. We addressed all of them. What we're trying to do now is to manage two things. One is to make sure that operations continue as normal. The worst thing that has happened to, I think, this country in quite a few years is seeing those queues build up again. We're working assiduously to make sure that the clean products that we receive into our systems are pushed through to consumers immediately.
For now, depot owners and major marketers say they are working around the clock to supply quality products to keep the nation moving. This situation has not gone down without some demands for remediation following claims of losses. In Abuja, Lydia Sampson, NTA News.
The non-involvement of youth in decision-making process has made them susceptible to criminality and other activities that lead to political instability. Keen watchers are therefore advocating for more engagement of youth in governance for meaningful development. Jenny Bassi reports.
Youths are the evolvers of economic, social, political, and drivers of change. In Nigeria, the present economic reality have left many unemployed, thereby pushing them to engage in social vices. Of recent is the scary reports of youths who, in a bid to get rich quick, have resorted to killing strangers, neighbors, friends, even family members for money ritual purposes. Not forgetting the NSAS protests, wanton killings by unknown gunmen, and Boko Haram. It is not also uncommon to see youths engaged in vote buying, snatching of ballot boxes, political thuggery, and brigandry. How then should these youths be engaged meaningfully?
Policy formulation that are geared towards providing an enabling environment for the youths to deploy their skills.
I want everyone to look in and see that there is something to do in Nigeria. There's always something to do. If you don't find anything to do, please, agriculture is still there. And I will tell you that agriculture is one of the top things that can help to move Nigeria forward.
If we stand firm, knowing that we can change the narrative from being just followers and being the leaders that will propel Nigeria to the better place we desire to be, then we have to participate in it.
It is no longer news that federal government has introduced policies and programs geared towards youth development. The National Social Investment Program include N-Power, Trader Money, Farmer Money, Conditional Cash Transfer, Government Enterprise and Empowerment Program, GEEP, among others. However, Nigerians say more still need to be done.
The moment these policies touch the ordinary people, government will feel it. Government will feel it because there will be reduction in crime rates. There will be reduction in immorality. There are a whole lot of things. People will talk about it. You will see it on the faces of the people. But government are more concerned on infrastructure development than human capital and youth development policies.
They expect a higher political will to put an end to the surge in societal ills, restore social values and norms that promote national building. In Port Harcourt, Jenny Passy, NTA News.
With me in the studio to discuss issues that concern the youths is Mr. Hayaking, a legal practitioner. Mr. Hayaking, you're welcome.
Thank you very much for having me in your studio this afternoon.
Okay. Let's discuss on the need to redirect the youths to channel their virility or energy in the right direction. I'm sure you agree is apt and germane.
Yeah, very, very important because of what we have experienced in the past few years and is increasing. It's not abating. We need to talk about the youth. We need to do things that will redirect their focus. We need to engage them. We need to pay more attention to the youths. Because I don't think we are doing that right now, so we need to pay more attention to the youths to be able to get them back on track.
Okay. And this is certainly born out of the prevalence of untoward happenings among youths. This list of social vices blamed at the doorstep of youth is endless. The recent is a highly disturbing issue of inordinate quest for riches or wealth, even among teenagers. This crave, what don't you think it should be a collective responsibility?
Definitely, it is worrisome that because I was talking behind the scene before I came on camera. I was asking if my son wants to drive a Jeep, what am I going to drive? If my son wants to use an iPhone 500,000, what am I going to use? And they cannot afford it because they don't have a legitimate earning. They don't have a legitimate job that they are doing. So how do they fund these vices, this appetite, this thing? Because it's only if you can be able to afford something that you'll be able to buy it. So once they are not able to afford it, the next thing they do is to turn to crime, which is what is happening presently. And it is very, very condemnable. I want to say that a lot of people, all of us are involved, including me. We are all involved. The doctors, the lawyers, the politicians, the government, parents, teachers, everybody. We are all involved in what is happening to our youths in Nigeria presently. But I'm told that it's global. It's not just Nigeria. Because what is happening now, the internet has exposed a lot of things and all that. So it's a very, very bad situation. I think somebody wrote a book once and said that there was a country. I don't know whether there is now a country. I doubt whether we still have a country because of what these youths are doing. Government too, they are not paying attention. They are less concerned. They are not interested. I mean, a situation where policies of government are not made to be able to, help the youth, to encourage the youth. There are a lot of things we can do, and we catch them. There is this saying that we have to catch them young. There are things we can do to be able to turn their eyes to better things, not the evil things that they have presently turned to.
So apart from all this that you have mentioned, what other ways do you think we can get out of this, problem or this trend we now have?
Well, getting out of it is very simple. Let's go back to the basics. When I grew up, I was in primary school in the 70s and in the 80s. I was in secondary school. You don't come home with something that does not belong to you. My father will send you. In fact, if you come home with a ball, football, ordinary football, your friend's football, you bring it, we'll go and hide it outside. We won't bring it into the house because my father will say, who owns this ball? Come on! take that ball away. You can't bring it. Ordinary football, old football. That my friend, maybe we finish playing, my friend said, okay, take it home. I said, please now give me now so that I will go and play at home. I will take it home. When I get home, I will hide it. I will not even bring it inside the house. My father will not allow you to come into the house without football. So it's a very, very bad thing that today a girl of 16 years will come home with a phone of 100 and something, and the mother will say, who gave you this phone? Yeah, the girl will smile, oh, give me now. In fact, some of them will even dash the phone to their mother or their father, and their father will be gladly receive it and begin to use it. So that is one of the problems. Then the other one is teachers. We no longer we are taking away the powers of teachers to discipline children. A parent will dress up, paint her mouth, wear clothes, wear gloves, and go to the school to punch a teacher for disciplining his child. That's wrong. Let me tell you this. When I was in primary school, they used to call me Big Knicker. Do you know why they call me Big Knicker? They call me Big Knicker because I wear 5 knickers, and all of them have holes, hole, because we sit on the floor. Oh yes, I will sit on the floor. There was no chair. I didn't wear sandals to school, so I will wear the one that has already been torn. I will wear and wear and wear and wear and wear. Not just because I want to wear it, but because I know I will be mischievous in school and I will be flogged. And when I get to school, 4 people will hold 2 hands, 2 legs, and they will lash me. Anybody that went to Benetka in the 70s, 75, 77, 70, 80, will know a man called Mr. Abraham and Mr. Amakri, 2 of them, and Mrs. Effiong, 3 people. You don't dare these 3 people. They will flog you very well. And when you go home, your parents will see the mark, will say, hey, you are mischievous. They should flog you very well. They will go back to the school and thank the teachers. But today, a parents will wake up and go to school to fight a teacher. The teacher will not say, "Wolo coming back." And nothing concern me. Or let them anyhow the student behave. Let them behave. So this thing is contributing to why our children are bad. That is the truth about it. That is the truth about it. That some private school will tell you, oh, don't touch any child, don't touch any child. It's only me that will discipline them. If you tell the teacher, anybody child that does anything, please come and report to me. What kind of thing is that? The teacher is no longer responsible to the children. Now, the other one again, the children now, the teachers are afraid of the children. I have a neighbor who didn't go to school. I said, neighbor, why you not go to school? He said that one of the teachers, one of the children threatened her. Girls' school. And the teacher asked for transfer to be transferred. So we are in a very bad situation.
Thank you very much, Mr. Haya King, for coming on the program. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much
for sharing your thoughts. Thank you very much.
God bless you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. We'll take a short break now, and when we return, Panorama continues. Stay tuned.
The vaccine offers hope for a safe country free of coronavirus. I urge all state governments, traditional and religious leaders to take the lead in the mobilization effort within their environment and spheres of influence. I similarly urge all eligible Nigerians to present themselves and be vaccinated in accordance with the order of priority already mapped out at the various authorized designated centers only.
Still watching Panorama. You can follow the news on our website, NTA.ng/live, and on YouTube channel, NTA Network Online. You can also visit our Facebook, NTA Network News, and Twitter at NTA News Now, and Instagram, NTA Network, for updates. A cross-section of Port Harcourt residents have called for the ban on trucks and trailers from plying within the metropolis during the day. This is to prevent accidents and traffic congestion. Nkiru Onyejesi, who went to town to feel the pulse of residents, completes the report.
Every country depends on tankers and trailers to move bulky and heavy items and equipment from one place to another. While the importance of this vehicle is undeniable, they are, however, risk-prone to other road users and the major factor that causes gridlock in cities.
They should ply at night because at night there will be lesser cars on the road. If they ply during the day, they cause a lot of havoc. Like you see a trailer, you know the length of trailers. And all these small cars, they're always scared of the trailers.
It's better they move at night because in daytime they can cause accidents.
Statistics shows that about 2/3 of tanker rollovers occur during the day, hence the need to enshrine a law preventing them from plying the roads during the day.
The accidents these vehicles cause on regular basis on our roads cannot be overemphasized. The right they have to use the road is the right any other person has also to use same road.
Government don't talk much on that issue of them to work on at night, but still, they are still working on the daytime.
Like today, what happened here, it may be the cause of the trailer. Accident happened today here, which is very bad. My opinion is that they should apply at night. It's better.
It will be recalled that the state government a few weeks ago directed all local government chairmen to put an end to illegal parking of trucks within the metropolis. That directive appears not to be fully complied. In Port Harcourt, Nkiru Onyejesi, NTA News. In Port Harcourt, Nkiru.
Cross River State Governor Professor Ben Ayade has promised to complete the first phase of the 275 kilometers 6-lane superhighway project in the next 6 months. Governor Ayade stated this when he led state executive members on an inspection to the project. Paul Abel reports.
The superhighway project serves as evacuation corridor for the Bakassi Deep Sea Port and links northern Nigeria through the Benue axis. But this section of the road is expected to reduce traffic at Ojupani Junction with a bypass into Calabar Itu and Calabar Ekam roads.
Earthworks have been completed up to 13 kilometers on the northern side, and from here the first phase we have passed through clearing, we have done the sub-base, and now we are doing the asphalt. We are at the point of doing the asphalt. The sub-base has been completed, the stone base has been laid, we are doing the binding course, then we will do the wearing course. And it's structurally designed to last for 50 years. So the superhighway is a reality.
Commending President Buhari on the construction of Ekam Bridge and performing the ground-breaking ceremony of the superhighway project in 2015, Governor Ayade appeals to the federal government for support to complete the project.
I would like and insist that President Muhammadu Buhari should at this point step in and support the state to complete this project. With what is happening in the long term, they are going to eventually remove subsidy, and private corporations will now bring in petroleum products, and Calabar will remain the biggest source, the cheapest and easiest way through which the northern part of Nigeria will have access to their petroleum products.
The governor also revealed that a new city will be constructed along that axis to enhance the Greater Calabar City project. In Calabar, Paul Abel, NTA News.
With the harmattan experienced in Akwa Ibom State after a few days of early rainfall, environmental experts say farmers should not rush into planting as the change in the weather pattern is caused by the influence of tropical continental air mass. Environmental correspondent Charity James has details.
Nigeria is a country with rainy and dry seasons. In southern Nigeria, including Akwa Ibom State, the rainy season most times lasts from November to March, while the rest of the months fall under the dry season with the harmattan experience. In this year's dry season, coupled with the harmattan, the rains were expected in the month of March as usual, when the effect of harmattan is reduced. The difference was the case in Akwa Ibom State, as the area experienced some changes in weather pattern within the first few weeks of the year, a situation with a tendency of creating the impression that the rainy season has commenced.
The rainy season has not started because for some years now, our weather have changed, our local weather have changed.
The rain wasn't a surprise because I know it was a fake rain and it's not the rainy season. The rain has not started.
We have 2 different seasons and definitely not rainfall in January. So it was a flash rain. I knew that it was not going to stay.
It is no more news that Akwa Ibom State had experienced rains early this year, and now the Harmattan has returned in full force with the harsh weather conditions. What does this portend?
Because of the weakness of maritime air mass from ocean, so we will not have rain. The one that you see was just a small shadow of the main thing to come. When the maritime air mass is able to push out continental air mass, everywhere will be rain.
With the effect of the tropical continental air mass, environmental experts says the Harmattan season is not the right time to go into farming.
Have in mind that this thing will not be forever, it will change. It will change. There must be adaptation. The way we dress, the way the cream we have and all those things. Ventilation, right this time around, all of us are supposed to go with first pass. The farmer should not rush to plant because it will be wasted effort. Because if they plant now, their seedlings will die.
In Uyo, Charity James, NTA News.
And that's the end of Panorama from Port Harcourt Network Center. Remember to join in the fight against rape and rapists. Enjoy the rest of our programming. Thank you.